Whoa, you are back. Welcome. And I know I have launched the video after a long time, but I also do know that you really don't care. But if you really care, then please hit that like button and smash that subscribe button so you don't miss any new videos and I get the motivation to make new videos. So I have been using this HP Omen 15 2021 version laptop for around 4 months now, and this Cool Daddy has impressed me a lot. So I am here with the full review of this Cool Daddy after 4 months of extensive usage. So let's get started with the video. So let's get started with the review. So first of all, this is the HP Omen 15 2021, and I know what you are thinking, why are you bringing the HP Omen 15 2021 version review in 2022? It is simply because I have purchased this for myself and I wanted to share a review with you. That's why I'm making the review of this laptop. So let's talk about the design and build quality of the laptop. First of all, the variant which I have is the Ryzen 7 5800H plus RTX 3060. So talking about the build and design of the laptop, this weighs around 2.37 kg, which is not very heavy, I would say, considering it is a gaming laptop and the laptop is entirely made up of plastic. But the quality of the plastic is very great. It feels very premium. One fact I will tell you, when I saw this laptop in photos and videos on Flipkart and internet and YouTube, I did not find that this laptop to be very premium looking. But you have to look the laptop with your naked eyes to feel its premiumness, to see its premiumness. As I said, when I saw through the camera lenses, photos taken by others, videos taken by others, when I saw it in person, the laptop is very premium looking. It does not have that gamery feel like you would expect from a gaming laptop. It has that sort of matte finish, plain, minimalistic but premium looking design, and that Omen logo on the top of the lid, which makes it more premium. And it is entirely matte finish. Yes, you can say it is a kind of fingerprint magnet, and it comes only in one color, which is this sort of matte black color, and HP calls it as space gray. I don't know why they call it like that, but this sort of matte finish looks very premium. And all over the laptop the soft touch material is used, except the fact that in the inside of this laptop, okay, let me take it out. So as I said, everywhere the soft touch material is used, which makes it very premium. But the only side where they have used the hard material plastic is this area, which I personally did not like. They should have given soft touch finish to it. But apart from that, everywhere is soft touch plastic is used, which is very great, and I think it is one of the most premium looking laptops out there. And one more advantage of this plain minimal premium looking laptop is that it feels more premium, it feels expensive, and you can take it anywhere in school or in college or in office, and people won't look at you like you are an alien from Pluto. So that's a great thing. Now I have seen some people not liking this sharp edge design, but personally I like that design because making it simple and minimal looking gives a kind of blunt look, but this sharp edges gives more kind of an aggressive look, which is good, I would say, for a gaming laptop. So I like this sharp edges. It depends on your personal preference if you like or not, but I personally like them. And you also get this O15 designed by HP sort of engraved here, which gives a more premium touch to it. You get this Ryzen 7 and RTX stickers here, and you also get this Bang and Olufsen branding here, and this is generally called B&O, and they have designed the speakers. So speakers, I won't say they have designed, they just have tweaked the speakers to good output. That's it. So that's the role of Bang and Olufsen here. So that was about the design. So this was about the design. Let's talk about the I/O. So first of all, at the back you don't get anything. Let me show you. At the back you do get thing. You get air vents. At the bottom you get air intake vents, and at the back you get air out vents. On the left side you get the power input port, LED indicator, RJ45 port. You get USB 3.2 Gen 1 port, which also supports HP Sleep and Charge. Then you get HDMI 2.1 port. You get headphone mic jack combo, and you get full size multi-format card reader. You get the full size SD card reader, not the micro SD card reader, which is great, I would say, and it would be a gift for the content creators. And on the left you get two USB Type A 3.2 Gen 1 port. You get AC vents. you get mini display port and you get USB type C port from where you can get display output also. So those were all about the IOs. So let's talk about the display. So this is how the display looks like. You get Omen branding here and you get very less bezels from the three sides but a big bezel from the bottom side, and that's generally the case with every gaming laptop. So this is a 15.6 inch 1080p panel and it is an anti-glare panel. It is an IPS panel with 144 Hz refresh rate, 7 millisecond response time, and yes, that's all the specs. Okay, let me tell you that this panel supports 72% NTSC, which is close to 99% sRGB, which is good, I would say. So the display is very good for content creators and developers both, so you won't be having any problem with the display. Although it does not support native Dolby Vision HDR or any sort of HDR, it only supports the native Windows 11 automatic playback HDR. That is the only HDR support you get here, and that is supported in all Windows 11 laptops. That's not the case, but it does not have that HDR certification, proper HDR certification, so you don't get that here. But the colors are very good, they are very accurate, they are punchy, and overall I did not have any problem with the display. The refresh rate is very good, the display feels very smooth. I haven't found any jitters and lags and stutters with the screen till yet, so that's a good point for the display. And overall I will give a huge thumbs up to the display. Enough with the display, let's talk about this keyboard. The keyboard is not a full size keyboard, it is missing the number pad, but the keyboard is a 4-zone RGB keyboard. As I'm saying you right now, the keyboard is very good, I would say. You get this custom Omen font on this keyboard, and the key travel of the keyboard is very good. The clickiness or the sort of feedback from the keys is very good. There is no ghosting of the keys, so all in all I like the keyboard. I will talk about the RGB pattern here a bit later in this video, so stay tuned for that. But the only thing I am not happy with the keyboard is that it does not have a numpad, because I am a person which uses numpad a lot, but I do not have any problem right now because I have an external keyboard which we use all the time, so it solves my issue. But if you are a person who uses numpad, it may be an issue for you. Now talking about the trackpad is very good here. I'm not sure if it is a glass or plastic. I think it is a plastic, but the material used here is very good, I would say. And the size of the trackpad is very good. I won't say it is very big like the MacBooks or very small, but it is of, I would say, perfect size. You get palm rest areas on the both side of the trackpad, so it is again very good thing. The trackpad is fully clickable and it supports Windows precision gestures, which is also good, and it is very smooth, I would say. So no problems with the trackpad also. So that was about the trackpad. So talking about the webcam is also a basic webcam, and you get that basic webcam in every gaming laptop, so it is not a different thing. Let's test the webcam and mic also. So let me open camera. This is how the webcam looks like. As you can see, there are two lights, and this is how the webcam quality is, and this is how the mic quality is. Be remembered that this mic is connected to that camera, not the laptop, so you get the idea of mic of the laptop and the quality of the camera. And you also get this LED indicator whenever the camera is turned on, so that's a good thing. Moving to the internals, let's have a speaker test. So it is, I would say, it is not that useful to have a speaker test, but you get the idea of how much decibels it can produce. So it gets two speakers on the both side and the bottom here and here. Exact wattage of the speaker is not known, but I guess it is 2 watt per speaker. So that's again, I would say, an average number for a traditional gaming laptop.
You can skip that. Big bag, I want a big bag. Put you in a 2-seater, let you kick back. I'm still Wiz. Niggas got me in that mood.
So as you can see, the speaker are of above average quality, which are good, I would say. When the fans are running very fast, they are very loud and you don't get any sound from speakers. I mean, you get sound from speakers, but you aren't able to distinguish between the fan noise and the speaker noise, or I should say speaker voice, or I should say anything that comes music from these speakers. So the speakers become useless during heavy gaming sessions, so I would suggest you to buy a gaming headphone or any sort of headphone and use them. But for non-heavy tasks like playing YouTube and playing music, these speakers are fine. So now let's move on to the internals of the laptop. So I haven't opened the laptop till the date, and I don't think I will be opening very soon. So here is a screenshot from Vinam's Tech's video, who has reviewed this laptop in Hindi. So from the screenshot you can see that there are two SSD slots, and one is fitted with the 1 TB NVMe M.2 TLC SSD, which is a PCIe Gen 3 SSD, and both the slots supports PCIe Gen 3 SSDs only, not the PCIe Gen 4, but both the slots supports up to 2 TB, which means 2 TB plus 2 TB. So all in all it can support up to 4 TB of storage, which is a good thing. Then you can see that there are two RAM slots, and both are occupied by 8 GB RAMs, and in my unit it is an DDR4 3200 MHz R8 RAM. In every unit you will get DDR4 3200 MHz RAM, but I'm not sure if your unit has an R8 RAM or R16 RAM. You can check it from the CPU-Z application. As far as the performance is concerned, the unit which I have comes with Ryzen 7 5800H octa-core processor with 8 core and 16 threads, and the RTX3060 GPU with 100 watt of TGP and 6 GB of VRAM. So here are some benchmark results. Let me show you the benchmark results. So as you can see in the Geekbench CPU score, you get a score of 1349 in single score and multi-core score of 7481, and in Geekbench OpenCL score, which is for GPU, you get 97,273 score, which is great, I would say. As far as the SSD is concerned, the read speed of SSD is 3489.27 MB per second and write is 3027, which is around the read speed is around 3.4 GB per second and write speed is around 3 GB per second, which is good, I would say. And those are the standard numbers for PCIe Gen 3 SSDs. And for the graphics, again I ran the Uni Engine Heaven Benchmark 4.0, and as you can see in the high quality with tessellation disabled, I got around 214 FPS with a score of 5393, and in the same benchmark with quality set to ultra and tessellation set to extreme, I got an FPS of 148 and a score of 3728, which is very good, I would say. And I think that the scores are very good. And remember that you may find this scores may be a bit low because I have benchmarked this laptop after 4 months, so you have to count the 4 months of wear and tear of the components, and the temperature here is around 32 to 34 degrees Celsius, room temperature I am saying, so that also affects. Generally the benchmarks are conducted at 24-25 degrees Celsius, but at this temperature of 32 to 34 degrees Celsius the benchmarks are very good. And now let's talk about the gaming performance. Unfortunately I do not have a lot of games. The only game I have is GTA 5 because that takes a lot of space. So in GTA 5, as you can see, you get around 130 to 140 FPS, sometimes 160 FPS also on highest preset. So it is a mixture of high and very high and sometimes in ultra, so it automatically detects the graphic qualities, and for that the 130-140 FPS is amazing and as what you would expect from a 3060 laptop. So for the gaming and for content creation it is a great laptop. So now what you can do on this laptop, and you may think that I am talking a bit like Vinam's Tech, and that is a true to some extent, because every laptop video I watch, every laptop review I watch of his also, so there may be a transfer of way of expression, way of presentation of the video. So what you can do on this laptop, you can play high-end games, you can do any sort of thing, 4K editing, as I said, 4K video editing, photo editing, gaming. You can play almost all high-end games on 1080p at high FPS, or I should say 60 FPS at least. All games, I am also including the modern titles, you can play them at 1080p 60 FPS easily. And as far as the old titles are considered, like the GTA 5 and other titles, you can play them at above 100 FPS on 1080p highest settings. So those were the benchmarks and the gaming performance of the laptop. So whether you are a gaming user, whether you are a CPU user, whether you are a GPU user, the laptop is very good for you. You can go easily with it. However, if you have some works which requires a lot of VRAM, like 8 GB of VRAM or 12 or 16 GB of VRAM, then you can go with the higher variants of this laptop. By the way, this laptops also come in with RTX 3070 version, but you can go with other laptops also, like from Asus and MSI and Legion. So there are other laptops with more VRAM and these specifications also. So those were the specifications, benchmarks and all that stuff. Let's talk about the battery. Let's talk about the battery, and the battery here is 79.1 watt hour battery, and the adapter you get, charging adapter, is of 200 watt. So talking about the battery backup, you can get around 3 to 3.5 hours of battery backup easily with 50% brightness and screen set to 60 Hz. I haven't tested the laptop yet, focusing on only on battery, so I won't be able to tell you that exact numbers, but I guess, and from my day-to-day usage, you can get around 3 to 3.5 hours of battery backup on 60 Hz and 50% brightness. So that is a very good number in terms of gaming laptop, because very less gaming laptops are there which can provide you this much amount of battery backup. So I'm really sorry for the inconsistent audio quality. Actually I forgot to plug in the mic, so I'm really sorry for that, but I will edit the audio in the way that you can hear it properly. So as far as the charging time is concerned, I haven't really tested the charging time, because all of my work are CPU and GPU intensive. So whenever I use the laptop, I use it while the laptop is connected to the power supply, so I couldn't really measure the time to charge the battery. But I have one concern about the battery, that it does not support the limit charging function, which means you cannot limit the charging to 80 or 70%, which personally I don't like. So I'm a bit of concerned about the battery backup after some years, because charging your battery to 100% for a long period of time will make its battery life short. So I'm really concerned about that, and if you are someone from HP side, then please look into this. Please release a universal software that can limit the charging percentage to 80% or 90%, or whichever what we want to set. So please do that. So I think everything is done about the laptop. The only thing left is about the software. So first of all, it comes with pre-installed Windows 11 Home 64-bit version. I guess Windows 11 is available in only 64-bit version. So it comes with Windows 11 Home, and you do not get a lot of pre-installed bloatware. The only bloatware you get are some HP apps and McAfee antivirus and top free VPN, which I think are useless. So the only useful things and useful bloatwares are the HP apps like HP Support Assistant and HP Omen Coming Studio and all that stuff. So those are there. So talking about the HP Omen Gaming Studio, here you get some gaming wallpapers that you can apply to your desktop. You get some rewards by doing some tasks here. You get this Oasis Live, which is their own streaming software, which I would say it is a very good thing that they have their in-house streaming software, but you have to download it additionally by clicking here. You don't get pre-installed, so that is I would say it is a good thing. Then you get the optimizer to optimize your laptop by cleaning cache and temporary files and all that stuff, and removing the apps from RAM while gaming. So those are the good things. And you get this Omen 15 option here, where you get the status of your laptop, like which component is running and at what percentage, and what is the temperature of that and all that stuff. So as you can see, the GPU is inactive right now. The CPU utilization is around 10.6%. It varies all the time. The RAM is around 30% used, and the processor it is showing. Then you get the network booster to boost your network speed. Then you get lighting, and one thing I did not like here is that lighting here in HP Omen Gaming Hub, you can customize the lighting, only the colors, not the mode you can say of the lighting. Like you can change only static lighting colors here only. And if you want to have some cool effects in your lighting on your keyboard, then you have to download an additional software called the Omen Light Studio, which is, I think it is not a good thing, because just for that lighting you are asking us to download a new software. But the customization options are a lot there. We will talk about it next. And there you get performance control, where you get balance and performance option, and you can control the fan speed manually. You can adjust it auto, or you can set it to max, which is a good thing I would say. And you get CPU, GPU temperature and CPU utilization here. And the fan can go up to 5900 rpm max, which is again I would say good thing, because at that fan speed they cool down the laptop very quickly. And as HP advertises, and it has a reputation of being a very cool gaming laptop. So it is true, and I have tested that. The temperatures are quite low compared to other laptops, so it is a great laptop for in terms of thermal performance, I would say. So this is how the HP Omen Light Studio interface looks like, and you can select the zone by changing the zone colors, and you have here effects like the ambient and audio visualizer, blinking, breathing, color cycle, image, interactive. There are tons of color effects you can select here, and you can create different layers for different let's say there are 4 zones. In one zone you have to keep a static color. Let's say in another zone you have to change colors according to the audio playing, or and in other zone you have to change the colors simultaneously. You can create different layers and you can apply different color effects to those layers, so that is a great thing, I would say. And sometimes I feel that they have done a good job by giving a standalone software for customizing the lighting. And not only that, if you have Omen gaming peripherals like the Omen gaming headphones and keyboards, that lighting you can also customize from here also, so that is a great thing. The software in itself is a great thing to explore. So if you are having a Omen gaming laptop, then you must try this software, and you should explore this software. This is a great software for lighting. So that was all about the software. I did not notice any bugs really here. So now let's come to conclusion. Let's talk about the pros and cons of the laptop and whether you should buy it or not. First of all, talking about the pros, the design and build quality is very good. Okay, I forgot to tell you about this wobbling issue. So the thing is that yes, it does have wobbling issue, but it is not a very big problem, I should say. When you are used to it, there is no problems at all with the hinge, or I should say wobbling issue. It does not bother you when you are used to it. And as far as the hinge quality is concerned, it is a patriarchal issue, or I should say generational issue. Other generation laptops, Omen laptops, had this issue also, but we haven't heard any hinge breaking, any accident like that. So be assured for the quality of hinge. The quality of hinge is very sturdy, so don't worry about that. And yes, one thing, that the laptop lid can be opened with one hand, so that is a great point. So let's talk about the pros. And so the first pro is that it is a simple, minimal and premium looking laptop, which the design I like very much, I should say. And then you get the powerful RTX3060 card with 100 watt of TGP, which can play pretty much any game on 1080p high settings. And then you get the Ryzen 7 5800H octa-core processor, which is very powerful processor. Then the display is very good. It is very color accurate display. The keyboard is very good. The color lighting of the keyboard is very good. The trackpad is very good. It supports Windows precision gestures. The battery backup is also very good, considering it is a gaming laptop. And all in all, the laptop is very good. Let's talk about the cons. First thing and first con is this wobbling issue, but it doesn't bother me at all. Then it does not have a full size keyboard, and the number pad is missing, and it is a big issue for me. But as I said, I have an external keyboard, so again, no problem for me. Then apart from that, they should have given the Light Studio app inside the HP Omen gaming hub. That's what I feel. And these are the pros and cons of this laptop. And one more thing, the Type A ports are USB 3.2 Gen 1, not Gen 2. That may be a deal breaker for some people, but I do not have any issue with this. So those were the pros and cons of the laptop. So should you buy or not the laptop? First of all, I guess it is out of stock in Flipkart, on Amazon and on HP website. So I don't think it is worth talking about buying or not. If you get this laptop for around 1.1 lakh rupees, then it is a great deal. You can buy it, and it is an excellent gaming laptop at this price point. But I guess if you are spending 1.1 lakh rupees on a gaming laptop, then you must be having additional 10 or 20,000 rupees. I guess 10,000 rupees. So I should say go for MSI Crosshair 15. That comes at a price point of 1.2 lakh rupees, which is a great gaming laptop, I should say. And for the extra 10,000, what you get, You get Intel Core 12 Gen i7-12700H processor, which is a very powerful processor. You get RTX 3060 but 140 watt of TGP, that's a great thing. You get a 2K display with 100% DCI P3 color gamut, which is equal to 125% sRGB, which is again a great thing. And you get PCIe Gen 4 SSD, which has a enormous read and write speed, that is a great thing. You get Thunderbolt 4 port on that gaming laptop, which is missing from this laptop, so that is again a great thing. So for adding that much, or adding just 10,000 rupees, you are getting a lot of value for the money. So I think if you are ready to buy this laptop, I should say go for that. The only problem that you can face is that the MSI's service centers are very less. MSI is very behind in terms of service centers, and HP and Dell, as you know, that they are the kings of these service centers. So it is up to you. And I think if service centers are not an issue for you, then you should go for MSI Crosshair 15, because that brings a very value for money. So that was it. That was the review of my laptop. And it is, you may ask a question that if that is a great gaming laptop, then why did you buy this instead of that? First of all, my budget was tight, and second thing is that at that time when I purchased this laptop around 4 months ago, the laptop was very new and it came with a price point of 1.27 lakh rupees, which is around 1,27,000, that is around 1.3 lakh rupees. So I couldn't spend that much on that laptop. And as I said, there is a problem with MSI's service centers. So the service centers are very far from my town, so that is also one thing. So that was it. Thanks for watching. Catch you guys in the next video.